to respond to the national human resource needs, because development has to be caused. It can't just happen. I always like to say development cannot be left only in the hands of God. God gives us the brain. We have got to cause development. And the way to do it is to manage ourselves in the way that we conduct our sphere of work. So we must have a very clear understanding of why we exist as an institution and work to make it real. We also will be clarifying and demonstrating synergies in the levels of expectation at strategic and functional levels. Meaning, accountability is not in the hands of committees. It's in the hands of individuals. In this system, we can't say, no, it was a committee decision. Committee took a decision, who should implement it? Somebody in an office. So accountability cannot and should not be a committee thing. It is in the hands of individuals. But as we do so, there's always a synergy between strategic objectives and functions, and also the lower levels functions. And there must always be synergy and communication between those. And this is what performance management will be trying to achieve for us. And we all do both. There are times when I have to be operational. I sometimes do. And there are times that you have to be strategic, isn't it? And so we have to be mindful that we do both. But in an organization, there are always two groups of people. Those who sit in the territory of things are wrong here, nothing is going on, nothing is working. And there are those who are sitting looking at opportunities. It's so great, I am looking forward to going back to work tomorrow. Why are the days short? Isn't it? So the choice is, where do we sit? Do we want to be those who complain or those who seize the opportunities? Like the Chinese say, the word challenge is actually the same as opportunity. And I think it is true. If you look at the developments that has occurred, whether it's the washing machine or the laptop or the car, somebody thought, this is an opportunity I'm going to take advantage of. That's the mindset we want to have as an institution, that all the challenges we have, we see them as opportunities and we will work to address them. The journey that we are all in is to really address organizational culture, to improve effectiveness and efficiency. And as like I said earlier, no one is a passenger. We are all participants who have to actively play our role. Very important that through this we get to institutional sustainability, compliance, and indeed resilience. There has been so many shocks. For your information, the university's ideal budget is 2.4 billion. Correct, PVC? But you have seen the subsidy we got is 840. How do we survive this? We have to create a very resolute stand that as an institution we can absorb such shocks. Of course, they are not permanent, but they are shocks that we must have systems through which we can be able to absorb them and still manage. So efficiency and proper, effective use of resources is very, very critical. I am summarizing. Performance management will help us achieve improved service delivery. In other words, our service provision needs to really change. And I think you know it also, that it needs to change in many ways. We need to transform the way we work. And transformation is always best when it's from your heart, not when it is because you are threatened. So a switch in the attitude is necessary. And we must inspire each other. And those we work with, the students, if a student comes to you, they are very discouraged. Make sure they leave that office very, very happy, somehow with a different attitude. And it's the same for the professional support officers. It could be a staff, it could even be me coming to you to complain. What do you do? We need to inspire each other. And very important, and this is a human need, justice. We want to see fairness in everything we do, in the promotions, in the way the students are saved, in the way we support each other. There must be fairness and justice. And we can only do so if we are measuring it. Although I don't exclude, was it Einstein who said that not everything measurable is meaningful. And not everything meaningful can be measured. But fairness is an imperative in the performance management system. The second thing we want is to inject a positive organizational culture. Like I said, that organizational culture survey did indicate, to the credit of the staff, you are very happy to work for UNAM. But there's a but. And it's that but that we must address together. But we want to see a more positive organizational culture that really says if people enter the university, they must feel there's something different about this organization. That we are an institution that is really top-notch in our service. But if they leave here, they are like, I'm not going to come back here. What does that tell us? Is that what we desire? I think not. So performance management will help us get there. I want to say there's a tendency generally, maybe it's a human tendency, to say where there's a strength, we want competition. Where there's weakness, we want to take advantage of. But what I'm saying, where there is strength, we hold hands. Where there is weakness, we complement. Where there is, where there is strength, we complement. Where there is weakness, we compensate for that weakness. If Reggie is not there, and I'm in HR, I step in. I can't say the famous, not in my job description. We can't say that as a university. If somebody has to be saved, has to be saved. If someone who should save is not there, step in and save. Not to take advantage that I'm now going to report Kenneth is not here or Alpha is not here, and we keep records. We compensate for each other's weakness. Then, on the opportunities, we must maximize them. There are many, many opportunities that we all see in this institution. Are we maximizing them? We should. And where there are threats, we don't run away, we confront them. We confront the threats together. That way we can win. And the last thing is to improve on people management